What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. You don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
So today was a very interesting day. So we already had the Kirby Air Riders Direct, which I actually have to still finish watching, but it seems to have impressed quite a few people, especially a lot of people that had no interest in the game are now suddenly interested in the game. Despite this being, the second Nintendo Direct of this game, and there was still a lot of surprises to be had. So there was already that. But then randomly, or seemingly randomly, quite a few third-party games were announced for the Switch 2. One of those being the System Shock remake from Night Dive Studios, which I actually personally requested for Nintendo Switch a long time ago, and the developer responded. So you're welcome for that. The doctor gets things done around here. Took a while, but the doc got it done. So System Shock remake is coming to the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. And the footage that they show, it looks like it's obviously a Switch 2 footage, and it looks pretty good. Pretty good. And also, it looks like the physical version of this game will in fact be fully on the cart. So, like past games, that means that the cart version is probably going to cost a little bit more than the digital version, but you do get the game physically on the cart, it looks like. So that's good news. But the main event, I guess, of today's shocking news would be Assassin's Creed Shadows has now been officially confirmed for the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, this is a game that I've said would come to the Nintendo Switch 2 since the very beginning, pretty much. Like, when they announced this game, I saw this as not only as a game that would come to Switch 2, but I thought it would probably even be a launch title. But I was always convinced that this game would come to the Nintendo Switch 2 before any rumors, before any ratings. I always knew that this game would come to the Switch 2, despite how good it looked and despite how many people saying that it could not run on the Switch 2. So it finally got officially announced for the Switch 2. They showed footage of the Switch 2 version, and like Star Wars Outlaws, looks pretty damn good. Now, this is a entirely different engine than what's running on Star Wars Outlaws, which also makes that very impressive. But yeah, not only is it coming to the Switch 2, but it's coming very soon on December 2nd. It comes out 2 days before Metroid Prime 4. So make sure you buy both games. You've been warned. You got a little bit of time to save up. And also, based on this tweet that I left a while ago, only one game is missing to make this tweet a reality. So if Red Dead Redemption 2 Remaster or whatever gets announced for the Nintendo Switch 2, this tweet will be a reality if it gets announced and if it comes out this year. So that's good news too. But yeah, it's pretty funny that it seems that all of the games that people claim would never ever run on the Switch 2 are coming to Switch 2. And not only are they coming to Switch 2, they look like they run pretty well. So I left this tweet a long time ago about how I was very interested to see how the Switch 2 version of Assassin's Creed Shadows looked. And the reason for that is because while the Switch 2, of course, isn't as powerful as the other current gen systems, it is more modern. So that means that potentially the Switch 2 version of Assassin's Creed Shadows may in fact have some of the features of the PlayStation 5 Pro version of Shadows, which even the PS5 doesn't have. So it may have lighting and some specifications associated with only the PlayStation 5 Pro version that the PS5 version doesn't have, due to the Switch 2 being more modern hardware. Not more powerful, but more modern hardware. That's why this comparison between the Switch 2 versions and the other versions is going to be very interesting. So I can't wait to see what Digital Foundry has to say about it, and what kind of damage control they're going to run. And hopefully there is no mention of PS4 level anything in their video, but who knows? They might surprise me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Are you planning to pick up Assassin's Creed Shadows on the Switch 2? I am. I was interested in this game from the get-go, but like I said, I waited because I knew that this game would come to Switch 2. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section.